Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Just realized that I didn't film an intro, so I figured I would film it now. I am uploading a Christmas ornament DIY video after Christmas. I ran out of time and I really wanted to film this video, so I figured I would put it up now and you guys can watch it, save it for next year, just watch it next year, make some of the ornaments. You can really make these all year round. They're great for gifts. If you're like me, you still have a couple of holiday parties to go to and you can make these for those holiday parties. If you're like me, your decorations are still up, so you can make these, put them on your tree, and then put them away for next year, or you can just enjoy a DIY video. Again, I apologize that is coming up after Christmas, but time just got the best of me and I really wanted to upload this video. I'm very proud of how they all came out and I had a lot of fun filming, so please enjoy this video. Again, if it is bothering you that it's coming up after Christmas, just maybe save it for next year and send me pictures on Instagram if you guys try any of these ornaments out. I would love to see your recreations. If you have any other questions, concerns after watching this video, just ask them in the comments below. And without further ado, let's get on into all of the crafts. For this first ornament, the Swirly Pop, you're going to need a bunch of different colors of air dry clay. Really all you want to do is get a little piece of the air dry clay, depending on how big you want your ornament to be, roll it into a ball, and then roll it out onto a flat surface. Repeat this step with however many different colors you want to be in your Swirly Pop, and then roll them all together and then roll them out into pretty much a big long snake-like shape. Then you just want to take one end of the long snake-like shape and just start rolling it up. It kind of looks like a snail right now, and just roll it up until both of the ends meet. Final step is just to take a little stick and push it in until your desired length and allow it to dry for however long it says on your package. Mine takes about 2 to 3 days. I secured a little ornament hook onto the back using some hot glue. You can also just kind of stick this right into the tree and it will stick. Here is the final product. It's so cute and I think this would be so much fun to make with kids. Next up, quite possibly my favorite ornament of this video, you will also need some air dry clay. This one I used brown and I just shaped it into a cone-like shape, and then I just used my hands to kind of smooth it out. Then I took 2 styrofoam balls that would fit inside of the cone, glued them together, and then I took a little knife and I added in some incisions, some going diagonally, some left, some right, to give it an ice cream cone effect. Once I was happy with how the ice cream cone looked, I just took the 2 styrofoam balls and I hot glued them onto the cone. Now comes the fun part, painting your ice cream scoops. You can pick whatever colors you want. I was going for a really bright ice cream cone look, so I did a pastel pink and a lilac purple. Before we move on to the cherry on top of the ice cream cone, literally, I just took a brown Sharpie marker and I darkened in the top where I got some of the pink paint. I wanted the top to be a little bit darker to, again, give more of a realistic effect. For the fun part, I took some white puffy paint. You can use any color puffy paint that you want. You could use pink for strawberry. I used white for kind of like a marshmallow effect. You could use brown for chocolate, and I just kind of put some of it all over the top and allowed it to drip down. So added a tiny little pink pom-pom on the top to act as the cherry. Final step, you cannot have an ice cream cone without sprinkles, so I used some of these Martha Stewart microbeads and I sprinkled them all over the top, and then I allow this to dry overnight. Look how flippin' cute. I'm obsessed. Now moving on to what is hands down the easiest ornament in this entire video, the glittered letter. So for this one, you're really just going to need a letter. I got an oversized A from Michael's along with some paint and some glitter in the color of your choice. I chose red because I really was going for a Christmassy feel. All I did was paint the entire letter the color of my choice, allowed it to dry. It dried super fast, and then I added some Mod Podge on top. Mod Podge, I think it's Mod Podge, whatever it may be. And then I just took a foam brush, I kind of spread that all around, and then added the glitter right to the top. For the glitter, I mixed half fine red glitter with half chunky red glitter. I think it gives it a little bit more dimension and adds a little extra texture, which looks really nice. So I allowed the Mod Podge to get a little sticky while it was still just a little bit tacky, and then I poured all of the glitter on top. You can of course add another layer of Mod Podge on top if you want to secure all of the glitter in place and make sure it really doesn't come off. I think it gives a dull look when you add the Mod Podge on top, so I just added one layer and then the glitter, and if we get a little bit of glitter on the floor, well, that's what Christmas is all about. Look at that shine though. Oh, it's so pretty. I think it's so pretty. I hope that you guys think it's so pretty as well. It's just so sparkly and so merry and so bright. The Gumball Machine. I made something similar to this in a previous DIY Christmas ornament video, but I used sprinkles inside of the ornament. Wouldn't suggest that because it is food, and if you plan on keeping this from year to year, probably not the best idea to put food inside of something that you're going to be using for multiple seasons. So this time around I'm using some beads. Same exact concept. This time around I'm using a little mini red solo cup as opposed to a little mini flower pot. Still using a clear ornament that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just hot gluing them on top of each other. And like I said, instead of using sprinkles, this time around I used colorful beads. You can use pretty much anything that your heart desires that is very colorful, but it is not perishable. To be honest, the one that I have on my tree has the sprinkles in it and it's not molded or anything. I just don't think it's the best idea to use something perishable. So I used beads this time, but you can use pretty much anything that is colorful and kind of spherical. Then I took some red paint and I just painted the top of the ornament, so when I put it on top, it truly gives that red gumball effect. With the beads being inside of the ornament, I definitely wanted to hot glue the top down to the ornament because it was going to be a little bit heavier, so I just hot glued the top of the ornament down so it was nice and secure and nice and safe. As you can see here, I'm kind of like shaking it and it is not going anywhere. The final step for me was just to hot glue on a tiny little yellow square to act as the opening of where the gumballs would come out, and this is the final product. It's so cute. It just kind of gives me like a nostalgic feeling of being a child again, and that's pretty much what Christmas is all about. Felt Christmas tree time. You do not have to do a Christmas tree for this. I wanted to do a Christmas tree, but you can pretty much create whatever felt ornament that you like. Anything that just sparks joy inside of you. I think Christmas trees just truly represent the Christmas season, so that is what I wanted to make. I made a stencil out of some wax paper, and then I traced it onto a piece of felt, folded it in half, and cut it so I had two pieces that were exact same size. Then I put them on top of each other and just started hot gluing them together, leaving the bottom open so I can stuff it with some stuffing. Once the hot glue had hardened in place, I took some polyfill and I stuffed it. I used my fingers to kind of get into all of the different little crevices, and then I took a popsicle stick, stuck it right into the center, and hot glued the bottom down. Can't have a Christmas tree without a star on top, so I cut out 2 tiny little yellow stars, placed one underneath, one on top, and hot glue them together. And then I took some colorful pom-pom balls to act as ornaments, and I hot glued those on as well. Instead of a hook, I decided to hot glue on a skinny string of tarp. I think it gives it a little bit more of a rustic feel, which is what I was kind of going for with this ornament. And here's the final product. Ah, this just makes me want to do an entire tree of felt ornaments. I'm going to be real with you, this is my least favorite ornament in the entire video. I hope that you guys enjoy it. I only kept it in the video because it is very inexpensive to make. It only cost about $3 to make at the Dollar Tree, and I had so much material left over. I got one of these little globe-like, snow globe-like mason jar ornaments at the Dollar Tree. It came in a pack of 2. And then I also got these trees at the Dollar Tree. It came in a pack of like 6. And then I tried to put water inside of this and close it, and the water just all drained out. Then I tried to hot glue the top. It all drained out. So it's just not meant for water. So instead I just put some glitter. You can also find glitter at the Dollar Tree. I put a little bit of glitter into the mason jar snow globe, shook it up, and there's the ornament. I mean, it's cute, but it's not exactly what I was going for. But it was very inexpensive to make. Second to last ornament, I am so obsessed with how this one came out. This is an air dry clay ornament. You just take some air dry clay, you roll it out to the thickness of your preference, and then you take a cookie cutter and you just cut out your ornament. So I found these cookie cutters that are in the shape of beautiful, beautiful sugar skulls. If you guys know me but at all, you know that I'm obsessed with sugar skulls. I think that they are some of the most beautiful things in the entire world. I cannot get enough of them. And I found them that you press it down and then the design presses onto the cookie, or in this case, onto the air dry clay. And then you just take the other side, you push it down, and boom, cookie, aka ornament. If you're able to find any of these press and stamp cookie cutters, I highly suggest them because they give such a professional look. Like, the end result, I personally think looks incredible. It just gives it, again, a very professional look. So then I took a knife and I just cut out the actual ornament, and then I placed it in the oven. I know this is an air dry clay. You can let it dry out for the next like 2 or 3 days, I believe is what the container of air dry clay stood for, but I just put it in the oven at the lowest heat. It was at 250, and I just allowed it to bake in the oven for about, I want to say 25 minutes, and it was perfectly hard when I took it out. So that's your preference if you want to let it air dry or if you want to place it in the oven. I have no patience, so I wanted it done immediately. I placed it in the oven. I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm going to say it again. This ornament would be so much fun to do with kids because you can make it so colorful. And what I think is really awesome about this is that no 2 ornaments are going to be the same. You can make these super, super unique. Just use paint or just use markers, whatever you desire, to color in your ornament. Then I took, this is what takes it to the next level, I took some glitter nail polish and I went over all of the areas that I used the marker on and added some glitter, and yo, it takes it from like an 8 to like an 100. I hope you guys think the same, but I think that it made it look so much better. Look at that shine. It looks so pretty. I want to make a bunch of these as well next year. I've seen similar ornaments like this at craft stores for upwards of $15 to $20. Essentially, you can make this for free if you have all these items, and most people do have a lot of these items in their house already. And last but not least, this is kind of like a bonus one because I know not everybody has this product in their house, but I do highly suggest investing in it because it is so much fun. I used this year with a bunch of my nieces and nephews, and they could not get enough of it. It was so much fun. It was fun for my nieces and nephews, but it was even more fun for me. I made like, I want to say close to 10 or 15 ornaments using this machine. It's called the Tremendous. Not sponsored. They did send this product to my P.O. box for reviewing purposes, and then I went out and I purchased like a bunch more of the ornament packs because it's just so much fun. You basically just place the ornament inside the machine, turn it on, and it just twirls. As it's twirling, you take your markers and you just press lightly on the ornament, and you get the cutest design ever. You can be very, very regimented with this and rigid. I did like very straight lines to make a rainbow effect. Or, as you see in this next clip, or as you will see in this next clip, you can kind of just go ham with this and take your marker and swipe it up and down, up and down, up and down. For this one, I just took pink, purple, and blue, and I went to town with it. There's really no right or wrong way. Whichever way you do it, the ornaments come out so, so pretty. So this is not sponsored. Again, this is kind of like a bonus one because I know not everybody has this product, but if you do decide to invest in it, it is so much fun. If you guys have watched my Instagram stories, you would know how much fun I had with this product this season. A little too much fun. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Again, sorry it's coming up after Christmas. Can't even use the excuse that I'm a new mom because Landon is going to be 8 months old tomorrow. I think that's still, you know, under the category of being a new mom. But regardless, I'm sorry it's coming up after Christmas. I hope that you guys still enjoyed it and still can get some use out of it, whether it is making ornaments this year and saving them for next year or just having some ideas for the upcoming Christmas season, because let's be real, we all know that Christmas is going to be here before we even know it. I love you guys to the moon and back. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I look forward to talking to you all soon. Bye, guys.